Oh, okay, fantastic. Um, okay, so I'll be fast. So my thing is thread painting.
Mm-hmm.
I paint with thread. I'm
Okay.
French. That's my accent.
Okay.
And so my pieces only work at like the original size,
Yeah.
which is not really big.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering if I do print on demand on metal and all that stuff, and I won't be able to offer a variety of sizes,
Mm-hmm.
even less like big formats. Is it still worth it? I
Yeah. Let me
like
let me understand that. So you use thread. That's what you said, right?
yes, absolutely.
Okay. So a print would just be a reproduction of the work
Yes,
photographed.
I already give me a second. I can speak faster because my kid is asleep. Okay, so I'm good. So yeah, I already sell the originals. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty. It works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Each time I have a sale, I sold that. Like last time, I sold that in less than 15 minutes.
Oh,
All the originals.
raise your
Um, yeah,
prices. Yep.
and I already do limited editions.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking about doing print on demand, and I'm just wondering, like the
Are
limited
the are the limited
editions
editions completely original
are,
too?
are completely what?
Like original too? Like how are they reproduced? Are they prints?
So it's a picture of the art,
Okay.
like it would be for a painting, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I'm confused about is like if you take a photo of the original, you can
Yes,
reproduce it any size you want. No?
yes, I know, but
Uh,
it's taste thing. Like I don't think it works
right.
when it's bigger because that yeah, it's a you know it's an artistic my more artistic point of view on the thing.
Yep. Yep. Got it.
Like I don't feel it works as well, and it's but yes, you're right. It works like in that aspect.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Okay. I just
English
wanted to
is
make sure. Yeah. Yeah.
bad.
What size? What size? Out of curiosity, are the originals? Are they small?
So the smallest one, like my last series, it was maybe let's say 15 centimeters by 12. I think it's 5 inch or something.
Yeah. So they're really
Five
small. Yeah. Yeah.
inch,
Got it.
yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Um. Yes. So you're in a quirky spot where
Mm,
it's kind of hard, right? Can
yeah,
you could you do a print and then I'm just curious about this and then
yeah.
do some painting on top of it, like an embellished print kind of a thing? Can you do something like that?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah. So the way that the maths work is, I mean, notwithstanding the fact that I do think being able to sell prints is important because you want to be able to sell thousands and there's all of that. But
Hmm.
the most important thing in my estimation as an artist is you have to have price points for
Yes,
everybody, right?
yes.
You have to have pieces under $200. You have to have pieces under $1,000, and then you have to have pieces way over $1,000. So
Yeah, I'm actually missing the point between 100 and 1,000.
yeah,
That's what I don't have at the moment.
yeah, we got to get that sorted. Do you have
Mm.
an Instagram handle? I'm really curious to
Yeah,
see what they look
absolutely.
like. Will you throw it in the
Okay,
chat
let
and then I'll
me
pull it up? Yeah,
give
yeah,
you my name. Oh, wait, I missed a letter.
yeah. Oh, you better type it in there. There's no way I'm spelling this one correctly.
Yeah, it starts with David.
Davidovici. Yes. Yeah.
It's my name. It's just my name, so you can look at the.
Yeah. Because I'm invested. I actually really want to see what they look like, and then I'll pull it up for everyone. Wow. So these are all completely with string. Got
Yeah,
it. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. So they're super cool. How long does it take you to do one?
they take quite some time.
Yes, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
they
Which
take a
is
lot of time.
reason number 527 that you really need to raise your prices.
Yeah,
But you know what? They do look cool. I mean, like this one, you could
yeah, that
totally
was actually a commission for Mindy Kaling.
got it. Yeah, they look super cool. Yeah,
Thank you so
I
much.
still feel like you need to be able to do the prints. The texture here looks awesome. If you have to size them small, I'm totally okay with that. But you have to do them. These things will totally sell.
So
They're
you
totally
think it
unique.
would sell on print and demand, like
Yeah,
on
yeah, I do.
metal or something,
Yeah, yeah,
even if the size is small?
yeah, yeah, I do. 100% I do.
Okay.
And to be honest with you,
Okay.
like don't ever think that small sizes is a problem. Small
Yeah.
sizes is actually great. Big sizes is a problem because no one's got the wall space.
Yeah.
You could totally do these on prints. I totally think you need to. I mean, again, it terrifies me to even contemplate how long it takes you to do this, but they look amazing. Yeah.
I've actually been listening to your podcast and
Oh, awesome.
it helped me a lot. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that's my pleasure. And
for
then
everything.
do you live here in the U.S. or do you live in France?
No, I live in Paris.
You live in Paris. Got it. And so
Yeah.
what percentage of the work that you sell is in the French market? Is it 100% of it in France?
No, I sell a lot to the US actually.
So yeah, you sell a lot to the U.S. already. So we could
Yeah.
totally
But
help you there.
I have customers in Europe,
Mhm.
but yeah, most of the customers are in the US.
Yeah. So step one, raise prices. Step two,
Yeah.
we could totally help you out if you want to use us as a solution. But yeah,
Mhm.
this work is awesome. I want to click on it, but for whatever reason, like Chrome just does not get it. My browser does not get along with Instagram. It really infuriates me. It'll just sit here like this and load all day long. But yeah, this is totally cool. And 163,000 followers. You're kicking butt. Are you doing?
Yeah, thank you.
Are you doing live art shows yet?
No, not yet.
Oh.
But I don't have anything to sell at the moment. Like I'm sold out, and
yes, which is why you need prints. Yet again.
and yeah, I've been doing the limited edition. I've been doing them as drops.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't spend all my time doing the shipping like every day, seeing if I have new orders. So I put them, once in a while I'll do a drop.
Oh my gosh, this is how involved this is. I'm watching the video of you doing it now. Oh.
Oh.
This looks like it takes hours, Cecile. Looks like it takes hours. Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it.
That is the beauty of it, yeah, and that's why it's selling. That's why it's selling so well. I mean, there's probably nothing like the originals. You could probably realistically, especially if you're selling out in 15 minutes, I would go as far to double everything on the next one.
Okay.
Straight up double everything, and you let your collectors know that they always get a deal, right? Because they've frequented before, and just to let you know, and there's a whole bunch of different games we can play. We could help you though, Cecile. What do you do about a website now?
So I have my website, and then I just use Big Cartel,
Yeah.
To sell the limited editions.
By the way,
and for the originals, I use the email. Like I basically it's the first that emails me that gets the piece.
Yeah. You don't even need a website when you sell that quickly. By the way, Big Cartel should change their name to the French pronunciation. That sounded so much better. She's like Big Cartel, Big Cartel. I loved it.
Cartel, yeah. In Spanish.
Yeah. That sounded great in French. Yeah, especially like you need to go and get a demo and see what we have on offer because.
I got a demo a few days ago, and I've been like listening to you for a while. So. But I was just for example, like if I want to do the limited editions, I think I will still need to do them myself because I want them to be signed and numbered. So that's one thing, and I still will have 2 things to manage, but and I hear you say that
you'd be surprised you'd be surprised. What? Not everyone cares that it's hand signed. Like you could ship a certificate of authenticity.
You think so?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Totally could. And I don't know if the canvas, just watching you how you're doing this again, I don't know if the canvas could handle it, right? I don't know if you could poke holes in the canvas and it would still hold up. But my goodness,
it would.
It would. If you could do that, oh my gosh, like so one of my really, really good buddies, you heard me mention him on the podcast a whole bunch, and he's a French speaker too, actually. So he does this like really, really thick, here it's in the background, impasto. Yeah. And so you get a print and it just doesn't show. Like, I mean, sometimes he says these things take like 6 weeks to dry. Like, the paint is like that far off the canvas. But he goes and gets the metal prints and the canvas prints and then just puts like 30 minutes painting on top of it. So each one is unique. And he does extremely well with those. Extremely well. And, that gives you a price point from like $1,500 to $2,200, somewhere in there. And people love them. They go nuts because it's not a print. It would have the yarn on top of it or have the thread on top of it. So you should totally need to look into that. And if you could knock one of those out in like 2 hours instead of, I don't even want to know how long it takes you, then that would be amazing.
Okay, that's really a good idea. I'm going to think about it.
Yes. Have a huge sync on that, and then the other one is with that kind of following on Instagram. You need to get some inventory to sell, and then you need to have a live art show. You know this. You've been listening to me. I'm not kidding. You have quite a few followers. You will do extremely well. I mean, you just need to be going live. Period. With that type of following count. Period. I mean, do you have you in the past gone live showing your process? Any of that?
No.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
a bit
Cecile.
shy.
Cecile, we need to get on that. We need to get on that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. What else? Questions?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, I hope to see you on the inside.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, Cecile. That was a really cool niche, super unique. What else, guys? Questions? I feel like it's just been a really, like, the last couple of days, Friday and today, it's been like people are scared to ask the questions. Somebody's got to go. Steve, you're the only one with your camera on. Oh no, Dave. Well, Dave, you're on all the time. You have a question, you can ask at any point in time. So, but Jeffrey, Suzanne, now I'm picking on you. I mean, the last thing I should do is pick on the ones that have their cameras on. Okay, Suzanne raised her hand first, and then Alex, looks like you've got a question. I'll get you next, and then Jeffrey, I'll get you. Go ahead, Suzanne. You'll just need to press the mic icon. It's somewhere on your phone.
There we go. Sorry
Gotcha.
about that. I'm just nervous. I'm at work, stealing time away from my. Will this be recorded? View it later.
It sure
Someplace
will.
else.
It sure will. And I'll send it to you later. Look,
Awesome.
you look like you're in a golf cart or something.
I am.
Oh, that's awesome.
I sell RVs. Anybody want to buy one? It would help me buy this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I love RVs.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Thank you.
Understood. All good. We'll send it to you. Okay, Alex, you got a question? Go ahead.
Absolutely. Patrick, if you could take a peek at my website, you could see that picture right there.
Mm-hmm.
I do backlit art with
Cool.
LEDs.
Yeah, cool.
Very expensive.
Yes.
I don't know if it's your platform. I've been jumping on your platform for like 3 weeks now, trying to figure out if it's really going to happen.
Yeah. So I've got great answers to this question. What is the starting price of the pieces?
Well, it really depends. They're all custom.
Mm-hmm.
So, 15 and up.
15 grand?
1,500 and up.
1,500 and up. Yeah.
Now, all you're looking at there is 25,000.
It's 25,000, right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, whether you sell the work on the website or not, utterly, totally, and completely irrelevant. You still have to fix the marketing problem, right? You still have to fix the marketing problem, which is like the most important aspect of it. That's number one. Number two, when you start selling pieces that are really, really expensive, you're usually getting on the phone or getting on a Zoom for every single solitary one of those anyway.
Correct. No.
What's that?
Correct.
Yeah, I know. So
I've sold some pieces through my website. I took the shopping cart off.
Yeah. Yep. And I don't even blame you. But what you should have replaced it with, okay? And my buddy, I hate showing this guy. I don't hate showing his site. I love showing his site because we've actually become really good friends. I don't want to find him, but I want to show this as kind of a way to challenge your thinking. Let me get it up here.
Okay.
So you still need a website, okay? But what if the CTA changed from buy now to instead book an appointment, right? And your whole funnel was just a calendar where you set the times where you were available, and they could come and look and book a 12:30 call with you, confirm it, get the email done, right? That's a sale for you. That's probably the better sale for you. I mean, I would go as far to say zero of your pieces are going to sell automatically without a phone conversation or a Zoom call, right? So your marketing, it's sort of the same with like sculptors, by the way, and it's sort of the same with like, you're a hybrid of that. It's just sort of the same with anyone's in that niche. Like your job is just to get people into a Zoom call where you can get the sale over the line. That's it, full stop, right? And so you still have the same marketing problem that everyone else has. That's not going away. The only thing that changes a little bit is how you're engaging in the sale, right? That's the only thing that changes. So you would still see a bunch of benefit. I might tweak the website to just book appointments and probably not even use the actual checkout portion because that's never going to work. But that would be how I would change it. Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, it looks like crazy countertop material with like a backlight on it every single solitary time. Dude, the bar one is really cool. I should probably say I'm looking
Yeah,
at
there's a
this.
lot. Yeah.
That one's really cool. Man.
Backlit, all the LEDs are the same size. This is actually glass.
That's
This is
actually
laminated glass. So my artwork is produced, and then we literally, if it's a commission piece,
Mm-hmm.
we do a lot of custom, obviously, glass work.
Mhm.
Uh,
Those are
but we
cool,
turned
too.
into this for the last 8-9 years now,
Mhm.
where we produce the piece of art.
Mhm.
We do back walls of showers, tabletops, as you can see.
Yeah, yeah,
And I got into this new. You passed one, the IV bar.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that was a snap frame, the whole panel all in one.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be glass. I do it out of polycarbonate.
Yeah.
So again, back to how my process works is the ratio size. Say it's, that size of the wall was 8x10.
Mhm.
So the picture that I ratio is that. We take a professional photo of it and turn it into a TIFF file and blow it up any size I want.
Oh, that's really cool. So this is essentially like a TV without being a TV. It just never turns off. It's LEDs, so it doesn't even cost
It
anything.
says
to run.
dimmers available, and that's an IV bar down. We're down in Florida.
Mhm.
We're going to do all 40 stores of his, and he has menus
Mhm.
that are 2x3s. So I do have somewhat of, they're not so much custom pieces, but the LEDs
Mhm.
that I work with are 2x3,
Mhm.
3x4, and 4x8s.
Got it.
Any artwork can go inside.
Got it.
So the level that I see, and for the last, I don't know, last 2 years or so at least, jumping to the front of the class, backlighting art, everybody's trying to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you could potentially move into that aspect of it as a business.
That's
too.
where I'm at right now. So
Yeah.
if this platform could work for me on just those snap frames.
Yep. All day.
You go to
long.
my Instagram, you'll see me on Instagram. I have a little sample that I'm flipping open
Mhm.
today and showing you how simplified it is.
Yeah. So you're gonna. I mean, it's like I said in the little video up front. Like I've never met a revenue source I don't like. Right. Like you have a whole nother crack at a revenue source to be the one that reproduces it for everyone else, which I think is awesome. But you still don't want to get rid of your art silo of the business either. Right. You're still gonna want to do that.
Not, but I do have other artists that come to me that have the vision.
Mhm.
They say, "Wow, can I do this to my art?" Yes, of course. And photographers. So I got 2 different levels right now working besides what we're doing.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. What I would say is that, like, you need to treat the 2 businesses separately, right?
Mhm.
And you're gonna want to work on both and grow both at the same time always, and obviously not refuse business in either one. So where you would get the greatest help from us would straight up be in the marketing, which you're deficient in the same as everyone else is. That's just how it works, right? So regardless of which of the 2 businesses you're trying to grow or which one you're pointing more in, you still have to learn the fundamentals of marketing on all of them. You got to be capturing emails, you got to be emailing the emails, you got to be posting frequently on the socials, you got to be doing a better job of show and tell. All the things we would end up teaching.
I have a big presence with my social sites.
Mhm.
I hire a guy for the last 7 years.
Nice.
I mean, it seemed to be okay. I get a lot of business from it,
Good for you.
our local market. But now I'm looking to push, to out of state, all over the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that becomes like a different business in and of itself. Do you have a bunch of competitors in that, or do you feel like you're the only one doing it?
Not many at all,
Mm-hmm.
because it's custom. What happens is the combination of the LED and the print there's a lot of pieces to that puzzle.
Yeah,
And
pieces
figured
that you are not going to talk about ever.
I figured it out a while ago. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Little trade secrets, but go for it. If that's what I tell people, if that's what you think, you go, oh, I can get LEDs and I can get strip lights. It's not that.
No, I imagine not.
You got transformers, you got dimmers, you got Bluetooths, you got all kinds of customized
Mm-hmm.
network. Like I said, the best solution I thought possibly for the market, in your market, would be the snap frames. I could do small ones, I could do big ones, and it's simplified. They're easy to install,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not glass.
And it's not glass. Yeah,
A lot of people are afraid of glass.
for sure, for obvious reasons. Yeah, send me an email. I mean, the big thing.
The message on your answering machine. So if you get your machine answers, you'll see that I called and left my number.
Okay. Yeah, they'll send that to me. Yeah,
Okay.
ultimately at the end of the day, we're a technology company, right? And so, you know, art storefronts, like one of the primary things that I pound, you know, incessantly is the POD aspect, right? And it's so important for everyone's business because, you know, no photographer, no artist should be wasting a single solitary second worrying about reproducing their art because it's time they do not spend on their marketing, which is a significant problem. It's the only thing that's going to grow the business, right? So the automation piece of it is just as important as anything else. But I'll get the message, and I'll run up the flagpole for you for sure.
I appreciate it. Patrick, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
Great stuff.
Yeah, very cool stuff. Yeah, Dave, it is. Yeah, my buddy John Allen. Yes, it is. Vasilis, go. Vasilis Moustakas. It's a great name.
Yes. Hello from Greece.
Yeah, I was gonna guess it was Greece. Where in Greece are you from?
Thessaloniki.
Thessaloniki. That's what we say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
It's the second city in Greece.
Yeah. Beautiful. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm a photographer,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to ask you about the live art shows.
Yes.
Online.
Mm-hmm.
It works the same way for photographers and artists, or is it better for artists because they have the original paintings?
No. It's actually easier for photographers because you know you have to order inventory every single solitary time. The only thing that matters is that you're holding up the thing. It doesn't matter if the thing came out of a printer or if it's the original, right? So it works great for photographers. Phenomenal for photographers. And once this whole thing is over, I'm gonna send you. Look what I'm gonna send you. So this is like the show notes page, right? Which will be the video and all the rest of that. And if you come down here, I created this thing. I kind of hide it in here. How to run live art shows, a quick start guide, right? So I'll send this to you. It's like step-by-step tactical on why these things work, how they work so well, all of these real numbers from real artists and their real shows, some of which are photographers. It's my buddy Rob. He ran his first one not too long ago. And then down here at the bottom is send me the guide. And there's a guide. And I give you like a step-by-step video tutorial on how to do all of it. The equipment you need, inventory and pricing, how to get paid, where to stream the show, the actual show, what to do after. There's also like super in-depth tutorials on here, like how to go live on Facebook.
All right, guys.
How to go live on
It's not
Instagram,
common, right?
Like step by step. So if you need the mechanics of it, I'm gonna send all that to you.
All right.
And the real question is, how much inventory do you have on hand, and when are you going to be running the first one, and when am I tuning in? Are you going to send me a link or what?
I need to have some photos printed,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes, you do.
But the rest, it will go from the printer directly. I mean,
It could. I mean, if you sign up with us, that's how it would work. But
yeah.
you know,
I
if you're
mean, because I don't have stock, so let's say I will have some photos, and I don't have also all the sizes.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay. You can order really small ones. Do you notice how small this is? And it's so small for a reason, because this is really easy to show on video. And oh, by the way, if you need to do detail, use that fancy zoom your webcam has. Oh, look at the detail on this one, right? So it's really easy to do. And you know, I have this whole stack that I show off here, which are like the 5 main media types. It doesn't even cost a lot of money. You're gonna spend like 500 or 600 euros, and you're gonna have all the inventory you need. And then if they order, just say I've got 4 of them, right? You don't need to tell them how many you have, or you can be honest about it. And then wait till the orders come in, call the printer, order them, ship them, you're done. And then say, you know, if you want bigger sizes, I can do bigger sizes too. Easy.
Okay. That was my question.
And
I already requested a demo, so okay.
Good. You're getting dialed. And I want to see the show. So I want you to email me a link. What are you going to do it on? Do you have more followers on Instagram or Facebook?
I have the same, or about the same, but I think my Facebook page, it's better.
Mm-hmm.
It's small. Both of them are small.
Okay.
And I'm not good in marketing, to be honest. That's why I want to be here.
That's why everyone is here. Everyone sucks at marketing. Trust me.
I just started to sell my prints about 6 months ago.
Okay.
I've sold a few, almost all of them in the United States.
Okay.
So I guess that's the market. And I did almost all my sales through Etsy. So I do have a website. It's mostly a portfolio, but it's a SmackMag website you can buy, but I don't get much traffic there. And
Yeah.
so I'm thinking about this solution.
Awesome. Awesome. So order inventory. Step one. Get some going. But yeah, we can help you out. I'll make sure that they call you back and they follow up with you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Cecilia. Thessaloniki. You pronounced it totally different than I did. I love Greece. I had a great time in Greece. The multiple times I've been to Greece. I actually even really like Athens too, but anyway, not about me. All right, Dave's got a question. Go ahead, Dave.
Hey, Patrick, I got an email over the weekend from you guys implying that there's a improvement to the wall preview tool on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that improvement?
So I think there's a bunch of new images that you can use in the background.
Okay.
Number one, and then number two, just the way that the interface is like driven on the customer focused end is a little bit smoother and cleaner and faster loading, all of that jazz.
Okay. Cool. That's all I had. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. No worries. And yeah, Jonah, you can check out Jonah's website. Kid is just killing it. It doesn't even make sense he's doing like as well as he is because he's still in his 20s, killing it. So there's a lot you can learn from following his marketing. So definitely give that guy a follow. He's awesome. What else, guys? Questions? Did I miss somebody? I felt like I missed somebody earlier, and I can't remember if I did or if I didn't. I don't know. You guys will have to raise a hand or throw a question in the chat. Any of the above. But I titled this thing, the Mother's Day aspect of things, and I say this all the time on these sessions, but it's so true. If I had to pick one metric, okay, by which I judged the success of an art and or photography business, it wouldn't be how many Instagram followers they have. It wouldn't be how many they have on their email list. It wouldn't be how many they have on their collector list, although that's really, really important. It would be how many sales they run a year. Because what the implication is with running a sale is that there's also the corresponding marketing activity, right? And it's the most important thing that there is. And fundamentally, this business is about normal marketing, sale, normal marketing, sale, normal marketing, sale. Rinse and repeat all the important times. Boom, the type head returns, the year starts again, and we just do it again and again and again. And at a macro, that playbook year over year over year never really changes. It never really changes. You guys are just stores, okay? And when these holidays come up, i.e. Mother's Day, and you're like, Mother's Day doesn't really apply to me. It doesn't really apply to my art. I'm not going to have a sale. It's essentially you being in the mall and saying, I'm just going to keep my doors closed this weekend. I don't really feel like opening them, right? And that's the way to think about it. That's the way that it is. Every single solitary sale is a win because you get a little bit better at marketing even if you don't sell anything. And then you let people know that you run sales and you create FOMO for the next time you're going to run one. And a lot of times you sell things and a lot of times you sell a whole lot of things, and it gets you ready for the fourth quarter, which is the biggest art selling time of the entire year, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the Christmas season. And these things are fundamental. That is what separates the artists and photographers that are doing really well from the ones that are not. The ones that are not running sales. They're just not doing it. And so Mother's Day is the next one on the calendar. It is actually quite a big art selling holiday. People in this country and in others get primed to spend money on this holiday. And if you don't have your sale in the water and people are not aware of the fact that you even exist, then, how are you going to end up winning? And that's really just what it comes down to. So we get really, really fired up for the holidays, and it's what we teach you to do. So, all right, enough of my rants. If there's any final questions, I would love to answer them. Could be about anything while we're here. I mean, you guys sat here and sat through my boring presentation and heard me wax about this, that, or the other. If you really don't have a question, it's okay. But I'd love answering them. Otherwise, highly recommend you get a demo if you're like, hey, these people know what they're doing and seems like they know what they're talking about. Go and get the demo. The demo is the test drive of the car. It's a 1-hour Zoom session where they walk you through every feature, all the bells, all the whistles, all the packages, all the plans, all the marketing, all the support, everything else. It's really, really in depth, and then you can decide if we are a good fit for you or not. And if it's not, don't worry. Like, they're never going to call you again. And if you just found out of us today, don't worry. We're not going to go anywhere. You can come back in a future session. But you always want to take advantage of the sales that are coming up. And Mother's Day is no joke. And you could still sign up, get your site up, and start in on the Mother's Day marketing, which starts almost immediately. So all of that is good news. Trying to think if there's anything else that I had to go over. I think that's it. So if there's no final questions, anyone? One last parting shot. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming on the session. I appreciate you guys. The replay will be out to you in short order with all the links and all the various different this, that's, and the others that I promised. And I might as well just put this in the link in here right now, actually. This is an old one. It's not the one I'm going to send you, but here it is. If you want to click on that, I'm throwing it in the chat right now. Hold on, I screwed it up. I got to take off the... Yep, there you go. You can click on that, and you can start clicking on the links that are in there and everything else. But I'll send you one via email anyway. And thanks for coming, and hope to see you guys all in a future episode. And if you haven't subscribed to either YouTube or the podcast, you should. You can hear other people are listening to it. We put all of our best intel in there, and it's totally free, and you don't have to do anything except just download and listen. It's the Art Marketing Podcast. Anywhere podcasts are found, all you got to do is type Art Marketing Podcast into your podcast app of choice, and it will come right up. But thank you, and hope everyone has a wonderful week. Hope to see you on the inside or